I've been asking God, what do I do with this, and how do I deal with that, and how do I deal with this person? Oh, sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm like quite excited about this. Um, and I've been going through this because, I've been going on with the business from, it kind of started almost a year ago. Um, uh, it's an incarnation of many other businesses, and it's changed and grown and whatever. But now there's things that are happening again, and there's new things that must happen, and I've got to choose some stuff because I've only got a limited budget, and I'm learning, I'm getting there, and that, and how do I deal with this? How do I speak to that person? How do I ask this question? How do I, and then I get to this scripture, and it almost was like in bold in my Bible, and it said 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14, do everything in love. I'm like, thanks, Lord, that's helpful. I'm like, okay, I was quite okay, I can do everything in love. I mean, that's what you expect anyway, isn't it? Isn't it? And so, what does that mean, Lord? I try and do everything in love. Am I not doing everything in love? And then I looked at it and thought, the shortest verse in the Bible was Jesus wept, and this is do everything in love. And how does that look? And that's what God said to me. How does that look? Doing everything in love, how does that look? When I have to negotiate or speak to somebody, am I putting the needs of them in my sights? Um, if I'm wanting to talk to my partner about something, am I thinking about what his needs are or my needs are, or is it just about my needs? Am I thinking about my clients, or am I thinking about what I'd like to kind of force down on them? That's not loving. So do everything in love. Sometimes it doesn't. You are doing something that is okay for you. It's acceptable for you. But you end up offending somebody, and then you think, what the heck did I do? Sometimes I say something, maybe even to my husband, and it's offensive to him. And I'm like, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm so sorry. And some people will go, but he shouldn't get offended like that or whatever. But his perspective is different. And if I do everything in love, I think his surname's Chapman, I can't think of his name now. But he wrote a book on the love languages. And what fills me is different to what fills my husband. And we all have a love tank, and it's like a petrol tank. It runs empty sometimes. So what might offend my husband doesn't seem so awful to me, or my business partner, or my client, or my child, or the prayer mom that sits next to me at school and prays. It might look different. But when we are doing things in love, we are considering others. We are considering not to offend them and to hurt them. We are considering not to bring them down and make them feel less than. We are considering something that is actually simple. We are considering them. It's also incredibly complex. This notion of doing and being loving is actually a very complex notion, because we are trying to literally do everything in our lives under one word, love. And we recognize that Jesus did that. And the thing is, Jesus was he would sit with sinners, but he did not sin with sinners. He did everything in love. He did not make sinners feel less than. When he spoke to the man about giving up everything and leaving and giving it all away, the wealthy young man, he was sad, this young man, because there was lots to give up. Sad, because there was lots to give up. And God actually didn't ask him to give up. He just asked him to embrace love. And he couldn't see that. So, do everything in love. It's very complex. Because sometimes it's disciplining in love. And sometimes it's saying no in love. Do you know what your partner wants and your partner needs in business, in the church, in your bed next to you? Your children, they are your partners in life too. Do you know? And do you know what your partner, your ultimate partner, the partner that knows and embodies love, Christ, do you know what he wants? And when you figure that out, can you let me know? And that's what our journey is with Christ. It's just finding out who we are. And every day is a new lesson. And once you've learned the lesson of love, when you think he's finished, next year it'll come around again. And you'll learn it again. But on another way or in a different level. In another way and on a different level. Do everything in love. Even when you say no. Do it in love. That's a challenge for me. So I know it's going to be a challenge for you today. But you're up to the challenge because you've got Jesus on your side. Have a wonderful day and we'll speak again tomorrow.